You see the red dot?
Yeah, I guess I go.
If you can try to look forward, like, as much as possible.
So-
or not necessarily at me, but...
Not into the camera?
Yeah, not at Ryan so much.
Hey, we are recording.
We'll
That's
take that
cool.
out. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Dialect survey for all of us.
Cool.
In this interview, we would like to observe your spoken dialect. We'll ask that you, we'll ask you a large number of questions. Some answers will be used on the video and others will not. But everyone will be asked the same questions. Please try to answer as quickly as you are comfortably able and be sure to provide the first answer that comes into your mind. There are no wrong answers.
Cool.
Elements of a dialect. A person's dialect is comprised of words that they use, they pronounce them, they use grammatical structures that they use, and their spoken language. All dialects are equal, never changing, and driven by rules. Yo, what you speak.
Cool.
Let's go differences. Has anyone ever teased you for a word that you use? What was that word? Do you still use that word? Why or why not?
I've been teased. I don't think it was like a specific word, but more so how I said it. So if I start talking fast, then I get more of an aw. So it's like talking or chocolate or hot sauce or hot dog. So more of that aw comes out, and then I just speak really fast. So I mean, people just pick fun, especially going to school down south. People will be like, "Oh, Northerner, you Yankee," fun and playing around. So then they like emphasize and like, "Oh, what are you guys doing tonight? Da 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 da," because I do da 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 da. But playful teasing, I guess.
All right, awesome. How would you address a group of 2 or more people?
If it is girls, I usually say, "Hey, ladies," or if it's guys, or if it's one guy and a bunch of girls, or a group of guys, I say guys. But I do say you guys. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? I don't say y'all. I refuse to say y'all.
All right. What word would you use if you wanted to keep something from swearing?
To replace a swear word?
Yeah.
Frick for the F word. Poop for shit. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Crap. I mean, damn, I don't really consider a cuss word, so like, damn it. Yeah, I guess just more milder, like kid-friendly stuff. But I kind of curse freely, so I don't really hold myself back much.
Yeah, awesome. What are some words or phrases you use to describe someone who is very drunk? It's okay to use slang.
Wasted, smashed, sloppy, sloppalopagus, crackhead. But a crackhead for me is more a term of endearment, like, oh, they're acting like a crackhead. But it's a good thing if I call you that.
What words or phrases will you use to tell someone that they recently vomited?
Puke. You puked. Yeah, that's pretty much the usual.
The following pages will have questions and photos accompanying them. Please answer instinctively by giving the first answer that comes to your mind. What would you call these shoes used for athletic activities?
I say sweet kicks. Like, those are some sweet kicks, but sneakers.
Okay.
What do you call this drink made of milk and ice cream?
Milkshake.
What do you call this item used in a classroom?
A chalkboard.
What do you call this insect with a glowing butt?
Firefly.
What do you call this beverage?
Or lightning bug, sorry. Lightning bug or firefly.
Oh, okay.
Usually lightning bug.
What do you call this carbonated beverage?
Soda. Or by its brand name.
What do you call this kind of sandwich?
A sub or a hoagie, depending where you get it from.
What do you call this item used in a grocery store?
Shopping cart.
What do you call these colorful toppings for ice cream or cake?
Sprinkles. Or I worked in an ice cream place for 3 years. Some people request jimmies, but I always say sprinkles.
Awesome. What do you call this hat?
Well, since it has the ball on it, I wouldn't call it a beanie if it didn't have the ball on it. If it had straps, I call it a toboggan, but I mean, I would just winter hat. But yeah, beanie or toboggan for variations in it.
Awesome. What do you call this item used for holding water or sand?
Pail and, wait, bucket. Wait, what do I call that? What do you want to say? A bucket. Yeah. What is it? It's like pail and some shovel and pail. Shovel and pail. Yeah, bucket.
Awesome. All right. All right.
Oh.
All right.
Rolling.
Phonological differences.
Okay.
Has anyone ever teased you for the way you pronounce something? What was it? Do you still say it in that way?
Okay, yeah, so going back to what I previously said about talking and more the all. With pronunciation, it's actually more if I try to speak another language, my friends will be like, no, you're saying it wrong. I have a hard time adapting my accent to foreign accents, but yeah, nothing too specific. And yes, I still talk the same way. It's really, really hard to change my accent.
Awesome. The following pages will have familiar songs and rhymes on them. Please do not sing the songs, just read them in your normal tone of voice.
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Damn it, I'm doing the jingle. All right. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
The following slides have one or more words on them to be read in reference to session. Please say them quickly. Do not stop to think about the pronunciation. Just say them in your natural tone of voice.
Okay. Aunt, caramel, coffee, coupon, crayon, huge, pecan, root, syrup, time, water, athlete, nuclear, realtor, caught, Mary, 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 Murray, pin, pen, pan.
Syntactical differences. Can you please tell us a little bit about where you're from, including the places you live? Were your parents from the same area or not?
Okay. I'm from Newcastle, Delaware. It's about 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia. Born and raised in the same house. My parents are from the same area. They've never really been anywhere. I've done a bit of traveling. I lived in Africa, in Tanzania specifically, for like 3 months 2 years ago, and then I did a study abroad to India for a month, and then I just recently got back. I lived in Thailand for 11 months. So they actually commented about the way I spoke a lot, and once I came back, I kind of developed a Thai-style way of speaking, like emphasizing in the middle or at the very end, or just adding little phrases into my natural speech, and then it ended up that I'm starting to slowly get my like northern accent back. But yeah, so parents from somewhere. That's where I live, and now I'm back. I go to Philadelphia, Philly, like 3 times a week, so I'm pretty much Philadelphian, Delawarean, whatever. Oh, and I lived here for 4 years, 3.5 years, in Greenville.
What brought you to Greenville, out of curiosity?
I wanted to get out of Delaware. I went to the biggest public high school. It's a small town. I didn't want to get stuck, so I applied to a bunch of colleges, toured here, seemed cool. It was kind of on a whim, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like, love it here.
Awesome.
That's why I'm back.
Nice. What's your favorite hobby, or what activities do you enjoy in your free time, and why?
I play rugby. I mean, anything active or sport-wise. I like going running, but rugby is pretty much my life. I started playing it here. I've played it overseas. I play in Philly now. I just like the culture and the community that goes with it. And then I love just hanging out with friends, going out, drinking, eating, anything, just spending time. And then when when I'm traveling, I take probably a stack of 6 books and just read, catch up on reading. That's it. I enjoy it just because it keeps me centered and focused, and rugby is how I can get out my aggression in a healthy manner and in a legal manner, I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah, and who doesn't want to hang out with your friends?
Exactly. What's your dream job, and why did you choose it?
My dream job would probably be to be Anthony Bourdain, or have a show on the Travel Channel and literally just travel the world, but probably tie in more humanitarian work. I originally started out here as a bio major for the pre-med track, ended up with an anthropology degree, possibly looking to get back into the medical field, to just do humanitarian work, be like a missionary but without all the Jesus stuff and passing out Bibles.
Is
So,
that
sustainable development and all that.
is that like Doctors Without Borders?
Yeah,
So
that was my original goal, but the thing with that is it's usually for retired doctors, and I would have to be in school for 10 years and all the other BS that you have to deal with. So there's other ways that I can just have people buy me plane tickets and send me in the middle, drop me off in the middle of nowhere, and I'll figure it out. It's my favorite type of lifestyle.
Awesome. What was one of the happiest moments of your life?
Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't know.
It can just be a good experience. It sounds
Yeah.
like you've had a lot of traveling or...
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll probably just use the most recent one. This past weekend, my rugby team went down to Atlanta for nationals, and we were seeded number 8, and so we were playing the number 1 seed, the defending national champs, and there are all these articles that came out that just said, Philly's going to get run over, they're not going to make it, whatever. Ended up playing them. It was a really intense game. We went into double overtime, and we scored the last minute left in the second period of overtime, and I just remember dropping to my knees and giving this crazy scream, yes! And then just when the game was finished, I remember going over to my veteran player, and she's crying because she'd been playing with this team for 10 years, and this is, I think, the farthest she's gotten with them, and just being so absolutely happy in that moment that we've put so much work and the biggest underdogs, and we proved everyone wrong. So suck it. We did this, we're Philly. Yeah, so that was awesome.
Thanks. What was one of the scariest moments of your life?
When I was away in Thailand, my mom was having some health issues. She had to get surgery on her legs and stuff, and I just remember thinking, God forbid anything were to happen, and if I wasn't there, and so freaking out and thinking that I needed to be home. But everything's good, so it's not so scary anymore. But I was, really worried for a bit.
Last question. Have you ever had anything as far as a car accident or anything a fear for your life situation? Sorry.
Yeah. But it was...
If you'd rather not.
I don't.
answer, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I can't say it on camera. I'll tell you guys
That's fine.
after. But yeah. Anything specifically? No, I've done a lot of adventurous stuff. When I was in Thailand for 2 months, there was flooding, so it was scary in the sense that we had no idea what was going on. So we took a boat out to the street every day because water was up to our chest, and it was scary because we didn't know where we were going the next day or how things would be, or if we would have to fly home, if we would have to leave Bangkok, what the situation was. And it was frustrating because the media stories were all really different and nothing was really organized. And all we wanted to do was help, and we just felt helpless. And it was scary because, like, what if we get swept away? Or what if?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Lion King? And can you summarize the plot? You know, how did Mufasa's death make you feel? What was your favorite scene?
Oh my God, yes, I've seen The Lion King. I love that movie. Actually, a lot of the names and stuff that they use in Lion King is actual Swahili. So after going to Africa, my friend told me, and then I watched the movie again. It's funny to see that. The plot, it's basically a lion cub. His dad dies or is killed, murdered by his brother. And then Simba, who's the lion cub, runs away and meets his friend and grows up, but it's more like a coming of age story and how he has to return and take over where his father had reigned. And when Mufasa died, I mean, how did every kid feel? It sucked. You're like, it's like those, when you have those dreams and you feel like you're reaching for someone and you just can't do it, or like you're fighting someone and you're just punching so slow. It's like one of those slow motion moments where like you wanted to grab Mufasa, like grab him and save him and pull him up, and you couldn't do that. But my favorite scene definitely was when they're, well, in the beginning when they hold up Simba and like all the animals bow, and then at the end when he comes back and like roars and all this, and it's like, the peace is returned and everything's good and great again. Yeah, love that movie.
Alright.
Do you hit this little button here?
Mm-hmm.